The hospital corridors echoed with the familiar rhythm of another busy day as Sarah made her rounds, meal trays balanced carefully in her hands. She had been working in food service for 3 years now, and she knew these halls like the back of her hand. Each room held a story, each patient a journey she was privileged to witness in small moments. As she approached room 314, Sarah's steps slowed. Even through the heavy wooden door, the unmistakable sounds of active labor pierced the air. Deep, guttural moans that spoke of a woman in the throes of bringing new life into the world. Sarah's heart raced as she recognized the intensity of what was happening beyond that door. The sounds were raw, primal, and deeply personal. Her training kicked in immediately. Patients in active labor should be on clear liquids only, not the full meal tray she carried. Sarah's mind flashed to her own sister's difficult delivery 2 years ago, remembering how even the smell of food had made her violently ill during the most intense contractions. With gentle care, Sarah turned away from the door and walked purposefully to the nursing station. The fluorescent lights cast harsh shadows as she approached the desk where 2 nurses were reviewing charts. Sarah cleared her throat softly. "Excuse me," she said, her voice respectful but concerned. "The patient in 314 sounds like she's in very active labor. I think she should probably be on clear liquids only. I'll leave this tray here at the desk for when she's ready to eat later." The response came like a slap. One nurse, her name tag read Jennifer, looked up with barely concealed irritation. Her eyes rolled as she spoke, her tone dripping with condescension. "I don't think they'd care if you go in there," Jennifer said, her words sharp and dismissive. "It sounds like you just don't want to, but whatever. I'll do it." Sarah felt heat rise to her cheeks, a mixture of embarrassment and hurt flooding through her. She had been trying to be considerate, to follow protocol, to show respect for a woman in one of life's most vulnerable moments. Instead, she was being painted as lazy and uncaring. With her remaining delivery to complete, Sarah moved quietly down the hall, the nurse's words echoing in her mind. She had always prided herself on going above and beyond, staying late to help with difficult patients, learning their preferences, treating each person with dignity. This felt like a punch to the gut. As she returned past the nursing station minutes later, Sarah's worst fears were confirmed. Jennifer's voice carried clearly as she spoke to her colleague, unaware that Sarah could hear every word. "Food service is getting lazier and lazier," Jennifer complained, her tone filled with exasperation. "They'll use any excuse to dump their work on us, like we don't have enough to do already." Sarah's heart sank. She understood the pressures nurses faced, the impossible patient loads, the emotional weight of caring for the sick and dying, the physical exhaustion that came with 12-hour shifts. She had always tried to be an ally, not a burden. But now she wondered if her attempt to be thoughtful had backfired completely. Standing in that hallway, Sarah found herself questioning everything. Had she been wrong to show such concern? Was the meal perhaps intended for a partner or family member in the room? Had the diet orders not been updated to reflect the situation? The uncertainty gnawed at her as she completed her shift, wondering if her good intentions had been misunderstood. What do you think happened here? Was Sarah right to be cautious, or should she have simply delivered the tray as requested? How would you have handled this delicate situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below.